Hi there. So, cannot believe that it has been yet another month so quickly. It is January 11th. This makes 3 months that I have been on my walk journey. Um, After my last video, my second month update, I was so frustrated about the hair washing thing that I literally, the next day after I posted the video, I washed my hair because I was so frustrated. And I immediately started to panic because, I still did it in sections, but as I was like just trying to like scrub just the scalp of each section, and I could feel the gel that the stylist used to do the comb coils. I could feel it like rinsing out, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no! I'm washing it out. I'm gonna have to start all over." I started to panic. It was awful. I felt really bad. I was like, I just wasted a bunch of money to get my hair started, and then I'm gonna have to start it over, and it's not gonna walk properly, and blah 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 blah. Well, so got out of the shower, um, lightly dried my hair with a t-shirt, an old t-shirt, and did my first retwist, which was an interesting experience. Just trying to maneuver all the clips and things. So the first, so I washed my hair, and excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. I washed my hair, and I did a retwist with the coil jam, and it was okay. I think I did that retwist much better than I did this last one, because I've retwisted my hair 3 times. So I washed it like a day after the last video, retwisted it, and then a couple weeks later, I was going to a friend's birthday party, like the week of Christmas, but after Christmas, and I had been kind of like feeling in the back of my head where some of them just didn't stay. So I could feel the new growth that was just kind of hanging out back there. So I was like, well, I'll just touch it up real quick. And the day got away from me, and I wound up because I hadn't washed. I had just like had my spray bottle and just spritzed it a little bit and put the gel on to kind of coil it up, and I started in the back and then just wound up doing my whole head. All of this about 2 hours before I had to be at this place, which made it about 1 hour before I had to leave my house to get to the place that I needed to get to where the birthday party was. Dumb. Why I decided to do my hair at that point, I don't know. And I had fully intended on doing it earlier in the day, and I had gotten involved in a bunch of other things and forgotten about it, and by the time I started, and I was halfway through and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to have enough time. So I tried really hard to do like a hooded dryer method with like a plastic bag and a hair dryer to try and make it dry really fast, because I only like lightly spritzed my hair. I didn't make it like sopping wet. I just tried to lightly dampen it just so that the gel had something to hold on to, I guess, so that when the hair dried and the gel dried, it would be what it was supposed to be. And that was fine, except that I had already been like 2 weeks without washing my hair, and I did it, and I did use a little too much gel, especially in the top, because you could see it was where it had dried, and it was kind of clumpy, and I was like, oh, this sucks. So I washed my hair about a week ago, and or maybe it was a week and a half ago. Yeah, I watched it a while ago and did a whole other retwist. But I did something wrong because when I did it, this happened where it had like these little poofs from where the clips were. So I think I just didn't like twist it enough before I clipped it, and so I had like these little poofs on like almost all of them, and I do have a few. Let's see if I can find like a few that still have this like it's like thin and then poofs and then goes back to a thinner. And I don't know what I did, but it's kind of annoying. There's one back here. So I don't know, and I don't want to like delude myself and think that it's a bud, it's budding. Because I mean I think that it is budding, but I don't think it wouldn't be like that so soon, would it? I mean I don't know, but I feel like there are some budded areas like that feels like it's possibly a thing. And gray hair. Got a couple of them. Whatever. But yeah, so I probably 3 or 4 days ago, actually, I did go back and kind of lightly spritz my hair again and try to like undo the poofs. And I did it a little bit. Like in this one, I could smooth out some of the ones on the top. I could smooth out. But this one's still kind of weird, and a bunch of them are still kind of weird, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't know what I was expecting. I really don't, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm in that stage of my lock journey where I feel like it's the awkward period, because I do kind of feel like it's a little on the weird side. The ends, again, like that was my complaint last time, were really like frayed looking. They still kind of like connect to each other, so like the ends will be kind of like I'll run my hand through it and there'll be like a couple that are like stuck together like on the end, which I don't understand, but okay. And mostly I just do that because I want to make sure I don't get any like double dragons. I don't want them joining together, because I feel like if this is how it's budding, that they're going to be a little bit thicker than I wanted them to be, which I'm a little upset about. And I almost, because the back of my head is, it's not exactly how I wanted it to be. I do have like a patch up here that I feel like there could have been more locks placed there, but they were parted a little thick for my taste. And I wish I had seen that when I went in and redid a couple in the top. For whatever reason, I just didn't notice it, and now I feel like it looks like I have, especially when my hair is freshly retwisted, I feel like it looks like I have a bald spot. It's probably just me. I acknowledge that it's mostly just me and the way that I view myself and my hair, but I do feel like it looks like I have a bald spot. And I don't know if I can turn. I'm gonna try to turn so you can see this. So like right here. I don't know if you could see that. That might be a little silly, but yeah. So I feel like it makes it look like I have a bald spot, and I'm not happy about that at all. It's very annoying to me, and I feel like on the one hand I want to kind of just comb it out and redo it. Not my whole head, no, but just like those couple of sections right here, and just comb them out and redo them. But I know that I'll have, the rest of my hair will be 4 months along, where that one's 1 month along, and that's going to take longer for that bit to lock because it will have been restarted. And since it's right at the top of my head, I'm a little nervous about that. So, but I don't know. Like, is it just me? Like, is this budding? Like, is this how it looks when it buds? I'm just not sure. I don't know.